What is up, you guys? Nicola Maserati here. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be reacting to some of the old videos that I did a while ago for a client, and I'm going to be comparing them to videos that I did more recently. So there's 3 videos. We're going to go from that video, the very first one, to the one that I did more recently. So I hope you guys enjoy. Before we get started, let's run that intro. Guys, so let's see what's going on here. So I have my 3 clips up right now, and let's see, we're gonna go to the first one. So this one's the first one that I ever did for him, and it was kind of funny. The way it worked is he had asked me to he asked me if I did video, and I said yes, of course, but I wasn't super confident in my video filmmaking abilities. So this is kind of, it's not bad, but it's not great. You'll definitely see some things going on here. So let me open this. Let's watch this. So as you can see, like, first off, this was cropped for Instagram because that's mainly what we were focusing on. So I obviously filmed this. I filmed this with my 5D Mark III that I had at the time before I switched to Sony. But yeah, so this is all manual focus, no autofocus. So, all right, let's look at it. Let's see. Okay, so the plan there, that's kind of funny, is as you can see, like at the beginning of the video, he's, I guess, kind of in the thirds if we're going from like the Instagram aspect ratio. But I kind of set it up to where when this clip ends, he's smack dab in the center, which he's not really smack dab in the center. He's also not in focus, so... Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right, let's keep going here. Ooh, that transition though. That's the transition of a pro. It's pretty good. Okay, so what I tried to do there is I tried to transition from this kind of blue background to the blue apron, that thing that he put on. I don't know. They're called aprons, right? So, yeah, I kind of tried to do that. It kind of worked, but it didn't really work. So, yeah. Yeah, every day. All right, the little jump cut to get the music started. Let's everyone know that's watching that we're in business. Hey, that's you and me. All day, that's us, bull. Came through it. That transition, man. I don't know why I wanted to use those so much. Like, I feel like that transition, it's not bad to use, but it almost, you can kind of tell it's, when somebody uses a transition like that in a video like this, you know they're kind of amateur. You can use it, there's certain places to use like a fade like that, and this is not the place to use it. And so it's kind of out of place. Yeah, it's just not a good thing. See, I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now, I'm just too on. Maybe now I'm just too gone. Okay, out of focus again. Not in focus. The back of it, it's the place where he's supposed to be in focus, and he's not in focus. So I'm just looking for that same vibe. There's that transition again. Going crazy in his bitch. Overseas, getting Benz. No Mercedes in his bitch. We made the album 9 months. Had a baby in his bitch. I'm with your babe on the run like I'm Jay-Z. I don't know why I use those transitions so much, but I did. This bitch, I don't smoke a lot, but I get green. But ball out, no SBs. I called you out, you got served with that beat stop, no step team. I came through and that's real shit. No, Nova came, but I feel this. Feeling kid when I'm not even gonna comment on that angle right there. I'm not even gonna say anything, but okay, he's out of focus. He's still out of focus. Okay, now we're pretty much done with this video. And so, oh, terrible. I don't even know what happened there. Like the cut. Okay, watch this. Watch. Like, it was like I took a clip. There was like, I hit record here, and then he's like not in the center when he turned. So I decided to re-record the clip, re-center him, and put him in. Oh, it's just so obvious. And I'm trying to see if I can see myself in the back. I don't think I can, but Good thing the depth of field was pretty shallow, because I was probably somewhere. The camera was right there. Or maybe his head was covering the camera. I don't know in the mirror, but... And then, if you notice, I had no idea how to end music. I had no idea how to clip audio together to end it. So that was the first clip. So that's pretty good. So let's go to the second clip. So in the first clip, one of the things you notice is there's no big like dynamic to it. There's not a lot of movement. The camera's never moving. I just stuck it on a tripod and I just got a bunch of different angles and I was moving my tripod around. So the second video, I tried to change it a little bit. There's still a lot of clips in there that have that, you know, just sitting on a tripod. But yeah, so let's just look at the second clip. Let's see here. Okay, first of all, starting with dramatic music, like a movie, like it's a supervillain coming in. It's a barber. He's a cool barber. He's a badass barber, but I think the music's a little dramatic, so I just tried to make it like super cool. And then if we go back here, we'll go and we'll just talk about this sliding shot for a second. And you'll... Oh! There's that warp stabilizer. Do you guys see that? So I didn't have a slider at this time. And so I had to improvise because I really wanted to get a sliding shot. I thought that would be really good. So we were trying to figure it out. We're like, okay, can I put my tripod on a skateboard? Because I think he had a skateboard in there, and but it just didn't work. So I was like, okay, well, what else can we use? And then I looked over and I saw there was a mop bucket right there, like to the side. I was like, let's use that. So I had some duct tape, and I literally, so I put my tripod like up, like all the legs closed and everything, and then standing up, and then I taped my tripod with my camera on it to the mop bucket, and I pulled it. And so as you can see, it didn't look great at all. And then I tried to throw it in to Premiere and apply warp stabilizer, and it just didn't work. And this is kind of a thing, kind of a lesson here, that when you're using warp stabilizer, if you've got a really shaky clip, it just doesn't, it's really hard to get it right. And I messed with it for a while and it just didn't work. So yeah, so let's go back here. Oh, there's that. Oh my gosh, look, there I am. I'm right there. Such good cinematography. I'm in the reflection with the camera. Like, really? That is terrible. And it's like either I didn't notice or maybe I just didn't care. I don't know, but it was, what am I doing there? Like, oh, it's terrible. Okay. And then just black, like a jump cut to just black to kind of fit with the music. So I was really good at editing to the music. Like I've never really had a problem with editing to the music and cutting on those beats, you know, when the drum hits the snare, or I mean when it hits the snare, or when the bass hits or something like that. I've never had a problem with that. Okay, let's just keep going. Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so like that. I tried to do it to the beat there, so like when the apron fell, when he brought it over, like had that hit on the beat. Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help. So again, we're here with the tripod shots, not really any dynamic movement or anything like that. So don't waste my time then. I just been living online. My city don't show me no love, and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again. So I tried to do it with the music, like the boom boom, and I tried to do 2 separate clips. Going in, I'm fed up with so many things. I gotta just let it all out. I'm talking about the shit they've been talking about. Telling me I should do this, telling me I should do that. Telling me things about. Okay, he's out of focus here. Rap, talking the truth and that stab in my back, they will knock me off track. No, too many things have been building, been hard to deal with. I just been drinking. Okay, did you hear that cut? That see, I tried to cut it to the end of the song to end the song a little bit better, so I didn't have to just end it on a fade in the middle of the song. So it's there. If you know anything about audio and video, you'll know it right away. Just been drinking. Yeah, it just didn't work. And then, let's see, I think. Oh, yep, there I am at the end of the video. So I was like bent over, like over here behind the camera, so like it couldn't get me. and then you just see me walk into frame. Like, he's looking at me, and then I get up. Oh, there I am. Oh, that's terrible. That's just such a bad thing. Yeah, when you're shooting in a barbershop and you don't really know what you're doing, one thing you should know if you do any barbershop stuff is there are a lot of mirrors, which makes shooting hard. But gosh, it was like I wasn't even aware of it, or I didn't even think about it. And you would think I could have just cut that out of the clip, but I don't think I noticed it, or I don't know. But yeah, that's the end of it. So let's go on to the third clip. This one's the most recent one that I did. And there's a huge improvement here. It's not perfect, but there's definitely an improvement from the first two videos. So let's get into that. So here immediately, better beginning, there's establishing shots here. So this is a shot showing his barbershop, Level Up Barbershop in Temecula. And yeah, so you're getting a sense of where we're at before it even starts. So, and when I'm looking at it, what could have been better was it was a little bit overexposed. I should have used an ND filter, or maybe I was using an ND filter. Also, the white balance is off. So make sure when you're doing shots, when you go from inside to outside, or just when you get to a location, make sure your white balance is on point. Don't put it into auto white balance. Just find something that's white in that place that you're shooting, and make sure it looks white. Make sure it looks truly white and not just kind of like a white with a little blue tint. If it's white with a little blue tint, bring it up. If it's white with a little bit of orange tint, bring it down. But make sure your white balance is on point. So that's something I could have done better here. This is a sign. See, I think that's a good shot. I think it could have been maybe centered a little bit better, but this is all handheld, by the way. I wasn't using any gimbals or anything. Cool little shot of the barber pole thing. That's him. If you don't recognize him from the last two videos. Nice slow motion. So I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was a little sound effect when he, when they kind of, did one of these and that, you'll hear like a little boom. And so that's one of the things that aren't present in the other videos, or any type of sound effects. So I wanted to make sure there were some decent sound effects in here, just something that kind of adds a little bit more of a dynamic to the video. So let's go back, we'll hear that again. There it is. All smooth, 120. All the other videos were shot, the other two were shot just 24 frames. This shot all in 120. This was shot on my Sony a6500. So yeah, oh, looks so good. Again, editing to the music. Little shaky there. I don't know if you noticed that. I could have added some warp stabilizer and it would have taken care of it. You see the camera kind of goes up and down. A speed ramp there. So some kind of sound effects, some more sound effects of a clipper, buzzing some hair. Again, that just adds a little bit more of a dynamic to it. It doesn't, it's not meant to be crazy overwhelming or anything like that, but it does add a little bit more to what you're doing. Little shot of his watch there. So there's a lot more movement in here. It's not just the guy's haircut, not just a few different angles of the guy sitting there on a tripod getting his haircut. This is a little bit more cinematic, and I, as you can see too, I added the anamorphic bars in here as well. Just brings more, it makes it more interesting. Oh, and I color graded this video, where the other two I didn't color grade the video. Nice close-ups of the barber, close-ups of the tools that he's using. Some more buzzing sounds. Close-ups. Him putting the gloves on because he's about to clip his beard. A close-up of the beard letting you know what's going to happen before it happens. It's kind of just like introducing the next part of what's going on. So again, this is some storytelling without any kind of words being said. It's just, nothing's happening here. This is his beard. So the next scene is going to be him getting his beard clipped. So this is kind of an example of storytelling in a video. A little bit more buzzing sounds. Okay, see we're using this as kind of like the foreground, then we've got the background there, and then we're going to do a little cool transition here. Kind of like that. Now, one thing I could have done better is, or what I originally wanted to do, is this ended up just cutting to black. I actually meant to do a mask. For some reason, it just didn't really work. Maybe I just rushed it or something like that, and it didn't look good. But it was meant to be masked so that when it comes out from the other side of the chair, this clip is right here. So that didn't really work. A little speed ramp there. This is the end of the clip here. Speed ramp. Okay, so kind of a funny story. So this part right here, I don't think I noticed it until I actually delivered it to the client and then I watched it again. But this part right here, so when you're editing in 120 frames in a 24p timeline, you usually want to slow down your 120 to 20%. So obviously that's what I did for most of the video. But here, I accidentally put 2% instead of 20%. So that was kind of it doesn't look bad, but it could have been done. I could have corrected that and I didn't. So, but you'll see here, it's just really, really slow. And then the way the video ends, the music ends perfectly on there. You can't tell where the cut is. In fact, even watching it again, I don't remember where the cut is. So it just kind of worked out. And it was a pretty good video. Yeah, guys, so the point of this video was, number one, to kind of make a point that even though my videos are decent now, the work now is decent. If you're kind of discouraged by some of the videos that you're doing, you're just like, man, they're not coming out the way I want. I'm not really sure how to make them better. Honestly, it all has to do with just time. It all has to do with practice and getting in there and just keep doing it. If you don't like the way your videos are coming out, look at other filmmakers for inspiration, but ultimately just keep doing it, and I promise you, your videos will get better and better and better and better and better. So yeah, that was just some of my old work versus some of the new stuff that I've done, and I'm still getting better. Look at a video, try to think, what could I have done better? You know, what are some of the things that I could have done better? Because when you sit there and you think about it, that's going to help you make a better video next time. If you do that every time, you figure out what you could have done better. Oh, I could have added this kind of transition. I think a Luma fade would have looked really cool here. It really makes a difference when you sit there and think about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got something from it. I hope maybe you picked up some tips. And overall, I hope you just enjoyed seeing me being a crappy filmmaker into a better filmmaker. I'm not the best filmmaker on the planet, not even close. But I'm definitely getting better, and I'm still learning, and I'm going to be learning till the day I die. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please feel free to hit the like button below. And if you're not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. It really means a lot to me for you guys to do that. It helps me out. Ultimately, this is one of the things, YouTube, it's one of the things that I want to do as a career. And I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting to that point. So if you guys would like to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.